Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're shining the spotlight on the incomparable Bud Abbott, one half of the legendary comedy duo Abbott and Costello. With a career spanning over 3 decades, Bud Abbott's impact on the entertainment industry is still felt today, and his remarkable story is one you won't want to miss. Born William Alexander Abbott on November 2, 1895 in Asbury Park, New Jersey, Bud grew up in a family of modest means. His father, Harry Abbott, was a tailor who owned a small shop on Main Street, where he worked tirelessly to provide for his family. I've spoken to industry friends who've shared stories about Harry's dedication to his craft, and it's clear that his strong work ethic had a lasting influence on young Bud. Bud's mother, Ray Fisher, was a homemaker and a former actress who had performed in local theater productions. The Abbotts lived in a cozy home on Wesley Avenue, just a short walk from the bustling boardwalks of Asbury Park. As we explore the early life of Bud Abbott, it becomes clear that his humble beginnings and strong family values played a significant role in shaping his character and future success. His parents' encouragement and support, combined with his own natural charisma and quick wit, laid the foundation for a remarkable career in entertainment. I've had the opportunity to review archival records from the time, and it's fascinating to see how Asbury Park, with its thriving boardwalks and amusement parks, was a hub of entertainment activity, attracting performers and audiences from all over the country. The historical context of Bud's youth was marked by the dawn of the 20th century and the rise of vaudeville, which provided the perfect backdrop for his talents to flourish. Asbury Park's vibrant atmosphere and diverse cultural influences would later shape Bud's unique comedic style, which blended elements of physical comedy, witty dialogue, and satire. I have spoken to historians who've noted that the town's amusement parks, like the famous Palace Amusements, featured a wide range of entertainment options, from music halls to vaudeville theaters, providing a rich cultural landscape for young Bud to explore. Bud's early education took place at the Asbury Park Public Schools, where he developed a strong interest in the performing arts. His mother, Ray, played a significant role in nurturing his creative talents, encouraging him to participate in school plays and local theater productions. I've come across a fascinating account from one of Bud's childhood friends, who recalled how Ray would often take her son to see performances at the Asbury Park Opera House, where he was mesmerized by the likes of Charlie Chaplin and the Keystone Cops. As we delve deeper into the early life of Bud Abbott, it becomes clear that his family's support and the cultural landscape of Asbury Park played a significant role in shaping his future success. With his sights set on the bright lights of show business, Bud Abbott was poised to take the first steps towards stardom. In the 1920s, Bud began to make a name for himself in the vaudeville circuit, performing in various theaters and music halls across the United States. He worked tirelessly to perfect his timing, delivery, and physical comedy skills, often drawing inspiration from the likes of Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. I've spoken to industry experts who've noted that Bud's experiences during this period were instrumental in shaping his future success, as he learned to adapt to different audiences and environments. It was during this time that Bud met his future partner, Lou Costello, a young comedian from New Jersey who shared a similar passion for entertainment. The two men began performing together, developing a series of comedic sketches and routines that would eventually become the hallmark of their act. As they traveled from town to town, they refined their partnership, learning to play off each other's strengths and weaknesses. One notable example of their early success was their performance at the prestigious Palace Theater in New York City, where they wowed audiences with their unique blend of physical comedy and witty banter. I've come across a fascinating review from the time, which praised the duo's infectious energy and side-splitting humor. This breakthrough performance marked a turning point in their careers, as they began to gain recognition and acclaim within the entertainment industry. As Abbott and Costello's popularity grew, so did their ambitions. They began to explore new mediums, including radio and film, where they could reach an even wider audience. In 1938, they made their debut on the Kate Smith radio show, a popular program that showcased their talents to millions of listeners across the country. This exposure helped to cement their status as one of the top comedy duos of the time, paving the way for future successes. Bud's partnership with Lou Costello was built on a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual admiration. As they navigated the ups and downs of their career, they relied on each other's strengths to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. In an interview, Bud once said, "Lou was more than just a partner. He was a friend, a confidant, and a fellow artist." This close bond between them is evident in their performances, where their chemistry and camaraderie shine through. As we explore the remarkable achievements of Bud Abbott, it becomes clear that his success was not solely due to his individual talents, but also the result of his partnership with Lou Costello. Together, they created a unique comedic style that captivated audiences and left a lasting legacy in the entertainment industry. As their popularity continued to soar, Bud and Lou began to face new challenges, both on and off screen. They navigated the complexities of the Hollywood studio system, where they often found themselves at odds with producers and directors over creative control and compensation. Despite these challenges, the duo remained committed to their craft, continually pushing the boundaries of comedy and entertainment. One notable example of their innovative approach was their use of improvisation in their films. Bud and Lou would often ad-lib lines and scenes, adding a fresh and spontaneous element to their performances. This approach not only showcased their comedic genius, but also helped to create a sense of excitement and energy on set. In addition to their film work, Bud and Lou continued to perform on radio and television, where they reached an even wider audience. Their popular TV show, The Abbott and Costello Show, which aired from 1952 to 1954, featured a mix of sketches, routines, and guest stars, cementing their status as one of the most beloved and iconic comedy duos of all time. As Bud's career progressed, he also faced personal struggles, including health issues and financial concerns. In the 1950s, he was diagnosed with epilepsy, which forced him to reevaluate his priorities and adjust his lifestyle. Despite these challenges, Bud remained dedicated to his craft, continuing to perform and entertain audiences until his eventual retirement in the 1960s. Throughout his career, Bud Abbott's partnership with Lou Costello remained a cornerstone of his success. Their chemistry and camaraderie on screen were undeniable, and their friendship off-screen was just as strong. As Bud once said, "Lou was more than just a partner. He was a brother, a confidant, and a fellow artist." This close bond between them is evident in their performances, where their trust and respect for each other shine through. As we look back on the remarkable life of Bud Abbott, it's clear that his legacy extends far beyond his own achievements. Alongside Lou Costello, he helped to shape the landscape of American comedy, influencing generations of comedians and entertainers. Today, their films and routines remain beloved classics, continuing to delight audiences around the world. And so, as we conclude our journey through the life of Bud Abbott, we're reminded of the power of comedy to bring people together, to transcend time and circumstance, and to leave a lasting impact on our culture and society. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.